B2. Other benefits. Conditional coordination of benefits. If the insured has two or more policies from different companies that provide benefits on an expense incurred basis, and the policies covered the same expenses, and if the insurance companies were not notified that the other coverage existed, then each insurer will pay a proportionate share of any claim. The same policy applies when the policy pays specific benefits rather than paying on an expense incurred basis. B3. Cancellation. Within the first 90 days after the date of issue, the insurer may cancel a policy by writing notes delivered to the insured or sent by first-class mail to his last address, as shown by the records of the insured, stating when the cancellation will be effective, but not less than 10 days thereafter. In the event of cancellation, the insurer will return promptly the pro rata unearned portion of any premium paid. Cancellation must be without prejudice to any claim originating prior to the effect date of cancellation. B4. Conformity with state status. This provision states that any provision of the policy which on its effective date is in conflict with the status of the state in which the insured residents on that date is automatically amended to conform the minimum requirement of the status. Although this is an optional provision, most states require that it be included in every health insurance contract issued. B5. Illegal occupation. This provision states that liability will be denied if the insured is injured while committing an illegal act or is engaged in an illegal occupation. B6. Intoxication or narcotics. The insurer is not liable for any claim that results while the insured is intoxicated or under the influence of the drugs. Treatment for substance abuse is usually covered benefit under health insurance policy. This provision simply excludes any injuries or sickness that resulted from insured's intoxication. C. Other general provision. All individual health insurance policies are required to include certain standard provision called uniform mandatory provision. In addition to this mandatory provision, some provisions are required in individual policies, while other provisions are required in both individual and group contract. Insurers may use additional provisions that are not in conflict with the uniform provisions, as long as they are approved by the state where the policy is delivered. Although it is impossible to catalog all of the provisions used by insurers, the following are the more commonly in use. C1. Right to exam. Free look. The provision allows the insured a period of time to look over a policy once it has been delivered and provides the right to return the policy for any reason. The insured is then entitled to a full refund of any premium paid. New York's laws mandate the health policy insured issued in this state must have free look period at least 10 but no more than 20 days. C2. Insuring clause. The insuring agreement or clause is usually located on the first page of the policy. It is simply a general statement that identifies the basic agreement between the insurance company and the insured. It identifies the insured in the insurance policy and the states what kind of losses or perils is covered. C3. Consideration clause. The consideration clause, which is usually located in the first page of the policy, makes it clear that both parties to contract must give some valuable consideration. The payment of the premium and the statement in the application are the consideration given by the applicant. The insurer's consideration is a promise to pay in accordance with the contract term. C4. Renewable clause. The fifth page of individual health insurance contract must clearly state under what conditions the policy may be renewed. If the insurer reserves the right to refuse renewal, the insurer must deliver or mail to the policyholder's last known address a written notice of its intention not to renew the policy beyond the period for which the premium has been accepted. Since individual health insurance provides coverage for specific term, the absence of a cancellation provision does not guarantee continued protection. Even when the insurer cannot cancel a policy, the insurer may retain the right to refuse and renew the policy. Each policy should be carefully examined to determine which renewal provision is contained, as these are extremely important provisions. Non-cancelable. The insurance company cannot cancel a non-cancelable policy, nor can the premium be increased beyond what is stated in the policy. Note that the policy may call for an increase in a certain year, such as age 65, but that must be stated in the original contract. The insured has the right to renew the policy for the life of contract. The insurer cannot increase the premium above the amount for which the policy was originally issued. However, the guarantee to renew coverage usually only applies until the insured reaches age 65, at which time the insured is usually eligible for the Medicare. For disability income insurance, the policy will be renewed beyond 65 only if the insured can provide evidence that he or she has continued to work in full-time job. The guaranteed renewable provision is similar to the non-cancelable provision with the exception that the insurer can increase the policy. Insurer can increase the policy premium on the policy anniversary date. The insured, however, has the unilateral right to renew the policy for the life of the contract. The insurer may increase premium on the classic base, owing and not an individual policy. As with a non-cancelable policy, coverage generally is not renewable beyond the insured age 65. Medicare supplement and long-term care policy must be written as guaranteed renewable contract and cannot be cancelled by the company at the insured's age 65.